Ladies and gentlemen, fighting UFC March 2nd, your boy, Eryk Anders. Eryk, 10 days out today, man. How we feeling?
Feeling really good. Weight's perfect, and not feeling as drained as I usually feel around this time. And yeah, couldn't ask for a better camp.
I mean, speaking of camp, like I've seen all over in other interviews, you brought this camp back home. So I assume, are you home right now in Alabama still?
Yeah, I'm live from the couch in the living room.
Love it, man. And then Spartan, that's the gym you went back to, correct?
That's right.
So like I guess I don't know, very stereotypically, how's camp been? Like I see you've been leveling up, you got a black belt. I see you working hard with some other UFC guys. So I guess just how's it been overall?
Oh man, it's been doing great. Injury free, which is usually like a big thing that you try to do when you have fight camp. You want to get to the fight with the least amount of injuries and bumps and bruises as you can. So good on that end, getting good quality reps, good training partners, sparring partners, things like that. So yeah, I'm feeling ready to go.
And then, I saw you talking on Karen Bryan about, training with Craig Jones and Nicky Rod. So like you said you got ragdolled a little bit. I wouldn't expect,
Yeah.
training with those guys, that's how it's gonna go. But like, how do those rounds go? Like, do you just say, let's do a 5 minute roll and see what happens, or do you have some structure to it?
Nah, hell no. I'm in their crib, so it's whatever they say goes, and they do 10-minute rounds. So, in 10 minutes, I never rolled with Craig Jones. Craig Jones wasn't there when I was there, but I did roll with Nicky and Heisem and a couple other guys, and Nicky probably tapped me at will, you know, as much as he wanted to. I just
Crazy,
lasted
man.
as long as I could, you know what I mean? So, um, just when you pick up on what he did the last time, he's doing something else, or getting to, whatever particular submission he's working on at the time, a different way. So you can never like really, he doesn't really do the same thing twice. You know what I mean? Except for the foot sweep on the feet. That's his thing, and he's really good at it. So yeah, he got me with that a couple of times. Of course, he choked me a bunch. Um, I think that he thought, well, my foot was messed up at the time. Like I had a wrestling shoes on, because I had screws in my foot from a foot surgery. So he didn't even, you know, go for my feet, which is cool with me, because that stuff can get pretty tricky, especially when you roll with big, strong guys. They can really, cause injury or whatever. So choking me out, like I'll just tap and we can go again, So he was merciful yet got his point across.
Hey man, that's how a good black belt rolls, man. You got to be merciful, but you got to put it on him a little bit too. You think he's ever gonna
Yeah,
do
yeah.
MMA? Like I've never seen if he strikes or anything. I'm just curious.
I don't know. Maybe if he wants to. I think he's got like he comes from a wrestling background, and then he's a monster on the ground. So I think that right there alone would set him up good to do MMA. The striking, he can like learn that and pick up on that, but man, a big strong dude like that, if he can back somebody up to the fence and grab them, then he just has to be competent on the feet. He doesn't have to be like a world beater, a glory kickboxer, nothing like that.
Right.
Especially early on, um, and he'll probably like move through the ranks pretty quickly just because of who he is, the background that he has, and the audience that he has already. So yeah, man, I think he could be successful. Just learn how to like move on the feet a little bit. But like I said, he comes from a wrestling background, so probably not so heavy on the front foot like a lot of wrestlers are. But you see guys like Bo Nickel and other collegiate wrestlers picking it up. Um, so why not him? And he's got the submission game to go with it. So yeah, I think he could be really successful with it.
Oh, I'm all for it, man. I'd love that. And just talking about training, you planning on coming back to Philly anytime soon? I know you always hang out with Andre and my Marquez boys a couple minutes away.
Yeah, yeah. Anytime I get a chance to go up there, seize the opportunity, I guess. Last time I was up there for a grappling match against Kyle Dawkins
Yeah.
for Fury. So instead of just coming like the day before, I just always just make it like a trip. You know what I'm saying? Stay a week or two, train, get work, and then you know go grapple, and then take it back to the house.
How did you get so tight with those Philly boys? Just from like fighting them a little bit?
I don't think. I think Dawkins is the only person. Oh,
Yeah, he's Martinez.
I fought Tim Williams. I fought Dawkins. Um, I don't know, to be honest. I probably just met them just around the way at UFC events and things like that, and uh, Joe Piper more than anybody. Um, wanted me to come train, so why not?
Hell yeah, man. We're always wanting you in Philly. And then, before I get into Jamie real quick, I do want to ask, 'cause I saw you post about your kid. Your kid training hard. You're back home now. Does he want to fight? I know he does football and wrestling, but does he want to fight someday?
Maybe he said if he don't make it in football, he wants to do it, and I'm like, but do you though?
That's
But do
exactly what
you?
you did, man.
I mean, yeah, yeah, but I don't know, dude. I got a crooked nose. I don't know, dude. He's built for sure. You know what I mean? He's a little spark plug, square peg round hole, works hard. When he's at his mom's house, he'll get up at, 5, 6 in the morning, run to the gym, which is like maybe a half mile away, cross the highway, work out, lift before school, come back, shower, go to school, and then go to wrestling practice or baseball practice or whatever. So he is a worker. Like he definitely has the work ethic to do it. But he's never been punched in the face before. So,
Fair.
but I just think he's got like that grit that is required to be a fighter. You know what I mean? So, like I said, he's never been socked in the nose or anything like that. But yeah, sure. I think that he could do it. This is the thing, like my kids, I don't pressure them to do anything. You have to do something. You can be on the math team, chess team, debate team for all I care, but you have to do something. I'm just, fortunate that they do like sports
Yeah.
and participating in them because, me, that's my thing, so I can relate. We can do things together. We can go out there, throw the baseball, go to a batting cage, shoot hoops in the driveway, do whatever. So, I'm just glad that they're into sports. But, I tell them all the time, it's like, yo, you don't have to wrestle. You don't have to play football. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. That was my thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I've, lived out pretty much all of my athletic wants in life. So I don't have to like live vicariously through my kids because I did it already myself. So they do it just because they want to, and I think that for them, it's more enjoyable because there is no pressure. Like I'm not, you know, like I go to some of these wrestling practices and I see some of these dads, especially when they were younger. I see some of these dads and listen to some of these dads talk about their kid getting thrashed on the wrestling mat, and I'm just like, dude, you have no clue what it is for somebody to pick you up, slam
Right.
you, hold you down while you're trying to fight and get off your back. So, you say all this, but you've never ever, not one time, experienced that. So, don't be so hard on your kid. I
For
have been through
real.
that. Even like recently, like with Nicky Rod, another grown ass man holding another grown ass man on the ground and strangling him. So you think like I see that happen to my kid? You think I'm gonna like yell or be mad at my kid? Like,
Right.
nah, dude. Hey, listen, dude. Today just wasn't your day, and that's what it is. So I think they enjoy sports way more that I'm not like overbearing or like some of these other parents are.
Oh, totally, man. And as a white belt who gets trashed every jiu-jitsu practice still, I get it, bro. I get it, man. Sometimes you just drive home with that music off and not I don't deserve to be yelled at for that shit, man. But Jamie Pickett, man, taking on Jamie Pickett, and I just looked at the odds. You're a big minus 300 right now, big favorite. So, how do you feel about this matchup? Like, are you more excited about this one compared to some of your past ones? I feel like this is like, I don't know, from a fan perspective. I love this matchup for you.
I don't really get more excited for one fight than the other. I kind of try to approach them all the same. Uh, because you have to go out there and win. You have to go out there and perform, and I just try to act as though and prepare as though I'm fighting the best fighter in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? I'm for sure gonna get the best version that Jamie's got of himself. I think this is do or die for him. 4 fight losing streak or skid or whatever. So I'm sure that he'll come out more aggressive. I'm sure he'll come out bigger, stronger, faster. I'm sure that I'll be fighting the best version of him. So I'm preparing as such.
And then this fight's in Vegas, obviously. The card was supposed to be in Saudi Arabia. I don't know if you guys were booked before that or after that, but would you prefer this in Vegas or Saudi? Were you bummed about that?
Dude, I love fighting in front of a crowd, but I also like fighting in a small cage. It's very like claustrophobic in there. It's
Yeah.
very like it entices the fight more. And I'm, to be honest, kind of a brawler more than anything. Like I'm not like an artist, when it comes to like, fighting. I want to get in there, hit somebody, hit them hard, pick them up, put them down, and get a win. So for me, like the small cage is perfect for my fighting style. And I think Jamie's too, he's a big, strong dude too as well. So I think for the fans, it's great. It would be great if we could have this fight in front of an audience, but like I don't let like the abstract things, the things out of my control really affect anything. Would I like to fight in front of people? Of course. Like you love to like hit somebody and like you hear the crowd like ooh and ah and cheer you on, and or to knock somebody out and hear the roar of the crowd, but the check cash is the same. So I just go out there and do me and get my money.
Well, I mean, this year is interesting too because we have UFC scheduled up till UFC 300, now like 301, and the cards are all stacked. It's almost like every fighter in the UFC has something booked. So, like, second half of 2024, wide open. Not a lot on the docket yet. What are your plans for the rest of the year with a win here? I know you said you want to fight in front of some fans, so preferably a pay per view, hopefully.
Pay-per-views don't matter, man. Because I don't get none of that pay-per-view money anyways. But
Sure.
I would love to fight in Brazil. I think they're going to Rio May 4th, so I would
Yeah.
love to get on that card and fight somebody down there. And I just love Brazil, and I can make a vacation out of it afterwards.
Yeah, UFC 301 down in Brazil. So that's the goal here. Get a dub here,
Oh,
stay
is
healthy.
that what is that where it is?
And
It's
it's a paper it's a
301.
pay-per-view. Yeah, 301.
Oh, okay. Well, there it goes. You
I
know,
love it, man. Have you fought in Brazil before?
twice I fought Machida and Thiago Santos down there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember the Santos fight. Yeah, that would be sick to get you down back down there, man. And that's not like too crazy a turnaround. March to May. It's like 2 months of training camp getting healthy again.
Yeah, I'd love to go down there and make short work with Jamie, and then go fight somebody in Brazil, and then take the summer off, um, travel and enjoy it with the boys, my kids, and maybe fight again in the fall.
Love it, man. Man with a plan. And Eryk, before I get you out of here, I'll let you nap it away. Just want to give you the opportunity. You got fans all over. A lot of people watching this interview, and everybody excited for the fight. So that being said, if you want to say anything, the mic is yours. Take it away.
Man, I appreciate everybody, from coaches, training partners, and people who tune in to watch me fight and support. It really does mean a lot. Can't thank you guys enough, and I love you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, March 2nd, Eryk Anders throws down UFC ESPN Plus. Eryk, thank you so much, my man. Sleep well. Love the Korean zombie shirt. Kick some ass. All right.
Hey, thank you. You have a good one.
All right. Later, bro.